My sister stole from me for years, and I didn't find out until my wedding day. I never thought my own sister would betray me. Growing up, Mia and I were inseparable. We shared a room, clothes, secrets, everything. Whenever our parents fought, we would sit together and promise that no matter what happened, we'd always have each other's backs. That's why what happened still hurts. A few years ago, I got engaged to the love of my life. We weren't rich, but we worked hard and saved every penny for our wedding. To avoid spending the money accidentally, I opened a separate savings account and slowly deposited money every month. After almost 2 years, we had saved over $18,000. Everything was going perfectly until 3 weeks before the wedding. I logged into my account to make the final payment to our venue. The balance was almost empty. At first, I thought it was a banking error. Then I checked the transaction history. Multiple withdrawals. Thousands of dollars at a time. All taken over several months. I immediately called the bank. After an investigation, they told me something that made my stomach drop. The withdrawals had been made using my personal information and security answers. Someone close to me had access. I was terrified. I thought maybe my identity had been stolen. Then I remembered something. Years earlier, when setting up the account, my sister had been sitting beside me. She knew every answer. My childhood pet. My first school. My mother's maiden name. Everything. I confronted her that same evening. At first, she denied it. Then I showed her the bank records. The color disappeared from her face. She started crying. Finally, she admitted everything. She had been secretly taking money for nearly a year. Apparently, she had accumulated huge debts from online gambling. Every time she promised herself it would be the last withdrawal. Every time she took more. I was speechless. Not because of the money. Because this was my sister. The person I trusted most in the world. When my parents found out, things got even worse. Instead of supporting me, they begged me not to report her. She's family, my mother kept saying. My father even suggested postponing the wedding and forgiving her. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was the victim, but somehow I was being treated like the problem. For the first time in my life, I refused. I told them that if they wanted to help her, that was their choice. But I wasn't sacrificing my future to protect her mistakes. The next few weeks were horrible. Half my family stopped speaking to me. Some relatives called me selfish. Others said money wasn't worth destroying a family over. What they didn't understand was that my sister hadn't just stolen money. She had stolen trust. Eventually, my fiancé's family stepped in and helped us cover the remaining wedding expenses. We got married on schedule. My sister wasn't invited. Neither were several relatives who sided with her. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made. 3 years have passed since then. My sister eventually entered therapy, paid back every dollar she took, and apologized sincerely. We're slowly rebuilding our relationship. But things will never be exactly the same. Because sometimes the deepest wounds aren't caused by strangers. They're caused by the people you love most.